I thought our guys really have handled the week's preparation pretty good. We had a good rain day on Tuesday, worked about half our practice outside because they're calling for some thunderstorms on Saturday, so that was good. A little bit of sprinkles at the beginning of practice today, so that was a good thing. Cooperation there from an injury standpoint. Costy's back. He's worked the last 2 days and looks really good on that front. Tyler Dipple, who left at the end of the game last week, he's probably going to be a game time decision. A little bit sore yet, but he'll make the trip with us. And then got Peniel Jean back, Sheldon Johnson back, practiced all week, and shouldn't have any issues there. So getting back to full strength, and that's a good thing.
Are you surprised Costa gets back so quickly?
Am I surprised? No, but it's because I know Costi. He just is an incredibly tough individual. Doctors thought he'd probably make it back just knowing Costi and how he came through the first time, but obviously a guy that champions himself on toughness.
Do you think Peniel will get any snaps on defense?
You know what? Right now, Tom, I would say he's not in the plan. I mean, he's there. He's just like a reserve of several other guys, but it's been one of those things where he came back a little bit last week. We brought him out. He wasn't quite where we needed to be. We did put him on special teams depth this week, so there's a good chance he'd get in the game.
You give Kenzel another shot at punts, or do you?
Kenzel will start as long as everything looks good. It was really I want Kenzel to have that role, and you know what, Abby, I think sees that too and can appreciate his first experiences back there. So he can bring us a little bit of something. If Abby's had a 6-7 play series, he's a little bit gassed, and to go back out there on the flip side on punt return, I'd rather give him rest.
Talk about the importance of winning, a leaders game on the road in the Big Ten.
Well, the importance is on winning. I get it. I understand they're in our division, and a Big Ten race is at the end of the year and everything else. But what we've really done, even in our 2 championship seasons, is we try to take care of business in September and October to get to November. November is when championships are won, and I don't think this year will be any different. You have to take care of the meat of your schedule and put yourself in a position to win one. I think there's a misconception out there that it's your overall Big Ten record that matters most. Obviously, the tiebreaker system and all that gets into it head and head, but you got to win Big Ten games, and this is one of them.
Is there anything you emphasize with your guys in terms of winning a close road game? Because you've had some really close, tough road games.
And I think it's twofold. A, they're close, but B, you want to win some. I go back a couple of years, actually, to win on the road some close games. We did it at Illinois. We did it actually at Fresno out in California. We weren't playing very well in the Oregon State game. I think there's a lot of things that could have made it a win, but it obviously didn't. And to get down at the end like that, and then Nebraska really just lost our momentum in the late third quarter, early fourth quarter. So I think the emphasis is on playing a complete game for us to be able to win the game on Saturday.
How long have you guys been working on that home-and-home series with BYU that was announced today?
Quite a while. It's a 3-game deal. They had to finalize just the way the contracts work and everything. They had to finalize that one that got announced probably, a month ago, whenever it was. We were working out the details of the 2 other games. So it's really a 3-game package that we're excited about. Obviously, the nostalgia that BYU brings. I played them when I was a player. It was kind of a neat thing. I played back when Detmer was a quarterback right after his Heisman season, so there's a lot of history there.
You guys aren't penalized a whole lot, but it seems like when you are, it's
They're
a lot
critical.
of times on first down,
Yeah.
and backs you guys up. I mean, how much of an emphasis has been put on that?
Huge. I mean, we're just a team that's part of our DNA. We can't play behind the chains offensively and defensively. So there have been a lot of first down. Actually, that one on Saturday was a second down play, but it again makes you play behind the chains. And in the way we're built, that's just not in our bag of tricks, So when we do get penalized, we try to get half of it back and kind of work. That's the formula, at least on offense. But it is critical to our success.
You mentioned, I think on Monday, that Llewellyn had not been cleared last week. You weren't sure about this week. Did he do anything this week?
No, his status hasn't really changed. I feel bad for him. He's trying. He's competing. He will come with us on an emergency basis. He could be there, but as of right now, he's not in the plans.
When you look at the first half of Nebraska and the second half of Illinois, what kind of similarities do you see? I know you talked about playing full 4 quarters.
Well, obviously on offense points, we got in a rhythm. He had some big plays, but they converted in the red zone. And then obviously the second half against Illinois, just the way that our offense responded. I think our defense played well and set them up with some good field position. Anytime we've had the ball in our plus territory, we've been fairly good at scoring touchdowns. But the ultimate thing to win on the road, you have to win on the road to win a championship. I know that's true. So for us to have this opportunity again to go on the road to Purdue, a team that I think is a very, very good football team, it's an opportunity that I think our guys are excited to jump into.